The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Commanders next on Madden Football.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Today, we continue on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them. 3 games decided, 3 more to come this Wild Card Weekend, and off we go on this fine Sunday. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least 1 playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by 1 more week.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
1st and 10. On play action, Daniels. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush in the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. 3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. And this is tough here on the opening drive because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, Sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense. Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On the ground, this is Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Hurts. He'll try to run, and he's in! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
"7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On the zone read, here's Daniels. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the 1st down.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get that to his tight end, Ben Sinnott. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Deron Payne there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Hurts going to call his own number. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
He'll get this over the middle to Smith. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
So after one, here on Super Wildcard Weekend, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But he'll gather it back in. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down. On play action, Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. Hurts again. That is caught, and he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Barkley, and he will dive into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Eagles. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down, taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Returning is Igbenogany. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Tress Way now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Hurts. Fires complete to Harrison Bryant. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Hurts going to keep it on the option. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting set to get back to work. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. He keeps it himself, and they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. On comes the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Backed up to his own goal line, Hurts. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Hurts working in the pistol. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts will try it again. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And he'll get this up to the 30, about a yard or so short of the first down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To the air again, Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On second down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This game 2 of our triple header here on Wild Card Sunday. We'll get back out to you two in just a moment. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, where it was the Seahawks who were able to get the victory at home. 9-6 was the final there. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Whose season continues on to next week. One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. 3rd and 5. On play action, here's Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
They went into halftime knowing that there was not a lot of room for error coming out here in the second half. So a nice job here defensively. Good start. Now the offense has to do their part. Can they cut into this deficit and make this thing a ball game?
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. On second down, it's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. Here now, 3rd and 5. Daniels gonna throw again. Has his man. It's Samuel. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. They'll motion over Samuel. Thrown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Right side, hauled in by Samuel.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Here's 2nd and 2. Off the zone read, Daniels gonna hang on to it. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Daniels now going to look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniel. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw is Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Open man, Devontae Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll fake the give. Now and the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
That's complete to Smith. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, you might be running out of time.
Quick throw, the RPO to Goddard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. 3rd and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit. The
extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles extend to a 24-3 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. On first down, Daniels. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He runs with it. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet in bounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing now, Daniels. The open man is Osborne. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Throwing again, Daniels. That's over the middle, complete to Brown.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Once again, it's Barkley. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they need 8 as they come up for third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, but after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left, and for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. That's to the right side, and it's it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The extra point is good. And the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll begin with a zone read. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Down to a knee here, and that'll do it. They have advanced. They are moving on in the playoffs. From a little further back, here's second and goal. Down to a knee here, and that'll do it. They have advanced. They are moving on in the playoffs. So the last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here we go. One final play. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.